Some say Chinese is one of the most difficult languages in the world, and learning it is almost impossible.
So learning Chinese, the most difficult thing.
非常非常非常非常非常难
So I'm sort of tone deaf. I can't really hear them.
I think the cultural mindset is the biggest complication for
The
us.
grammar.
知吃思诗都还难
It's just complicated. So much.
Only because you're not learning it in the right way. Why not try Takeaway Chinese, where you can take some Chinese away and experience progress day by day. Takeaway Chinese, we will promise you a difference.
你好，欢迎收听随行汉语 Welcome to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niuniu Honglin, and today with me in the studio, the artsy and athletic Tony Reed.
Hey, Niuniu. It's
Hi,
always a
hello.
pleasure to be on the show, and I'm always excited to learn new words because I feel like I know them, but I can't use them, if you know what I mean. Like, I'll hear you say something and I'll understand it, but like my spoken Chinese is awful, so
It's not awful. It's just not as perfect yet.
Yeah. Okay,
And
I
also-
can accept that.
I have to, release this secret of yours. That's right before the recording of today's Takeaway Chinese. Tony told me that he would practice the conversation even after the recording. Of course, before the recording, but even after the recording, to make sure that he's really grasping the information, making sure that he remembers and master the language. And I think that moves me quite a lot. And that is very inspiring to all of our listeners, because you can't really learn Chinese by, occasionally listen to Takeaway Chinese podcast or just believe that we're magical. We are pretty good, but we're not magician. So you need to practice the conversation, maybe read over the scripts, maybe try to practice and use the expressions you learn from us. And that's the way to go.
Yeah, you gotta use it, or otherwise you lose it. And so today, after going over some of these terms, I want to practice them and see if it make sure it sticks,
Aw,
or at least
that-
attempt to make some of these words stick.
You always put a smile on my face.
Aw.
And for our dear listeners, if you're interested in Chinese culture and you want to get to grips with the Chinese language, then this is the show for you. Maybe once is not enough, but listen to it multiple times. Stick with us for 30 minutes a day and you soon see the rewards. And for more fun Chinese learning, follow our Facebook page, CRI Learn Chinese, to watch many fun videos and live streams. But now, let's provide you with some free Chinese for takeaway. 晚上来参加我的生日聚会吧，很多朋友都会来。我没办法去啊，可能要加班到很晚。没关系，打车很安全。那好吧，我一忙完就过去。
So this sounds like an invitation to to go somewhere, and sometimes you're a bit reluctant because you're it's after work, maybe it's a bit too far, and you're trying to come up with an excuse. But I think sometimes your friends will kind of push you to come, and then you end up just going anyway.
Yeah, that's true. And for me, if I have to, get off work really late and go all by myself, I might also be a bit concerned of the safety of if it's too late, if everybody's drinking and getting into a bar fight, going to police station,
into a bar fight?
lose my job. See, I tend to think a lot.
Yeah, I think so. I don't even consider those things.
But that's the idea of keeping yourself safe is always the first thing to concern. But we'll discuss that a little bit later. So let's get into the conversation first.
Yeah.
晚上来参加我的生日聚会吧，很多朋友都会来。
So here it's, will you join my birthday party tonight? And many of my friends will come.
Yes.
So 晚上 here is tonight, right? 来参加. So I feel like this was like come to my home.
Actually, 来 would be come. And this is funny because once, I think when I was a kid, there was this crosstalk thing or this stand-up comedy thing in China's Spring Festival Eve Gala. One lady said 来是 come, 去是 go. So 来 would be come and 去 would be go.
Okay.
And it was funny because in Chinese sentence, in Chinese language, actually 来 do something. So you come do something. So here, come to join my party.
Okay.
It carries the meaning that this place I'm inviting you to go or this thing I'm inviting you to do is closer to me. That is why I'm saying come. So come to my home, come to join this party. If I'm saying let's go visit a museum, in English you just need to say let's visit a museum. But in Chinese we like to say let's go visit the museum. 我们去博物馆，去参观博物馆。And here 参加 is a word, join or take part in.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So 来参加 This is so come and join.
Yes.
我的生日 So this is my party.
我的 is my. 生日 is birthday.
Oh, birthday. I should know that.
聚会 is party.
聚会吧 So ba is like shall we or shall you or you should come.
Yes.
To,
this is a suggestion.
Yeah, suggestion.
Yes.
And then 很多朋友都会来
Yes.
So that's here's 很多 sounds like there's going to be a lot. And 朋友 is friends and 多会 so that means there's going to be a lot of them there, right?
Yes. So 很多 many 朋友 friends 会来会 is actually will or would.
Okay.
And 来 is come. We know 来 is come.
Yeah.
And here 都 is an interesting one because 都 is the kind of words that are, they're on the surface, they might seem simple, but actually it has many different subtle uses and it can be used in many different sentences and different ways. 都 is the word you use when you want to say both or all. So
Okay.
you're saying everything I mentioned is included. You're saying that by using the word 都. So it is kind of like emphasize the large quantity of something. The
Okay.
subject should be some sort of large group. So 很多人 many people, 都 many people all do this. Or 咱们俩都 so both of us are doing this.
Okay.
Or 你们都 all of you are. So it's all or both.
Okay. What I hear a lot is 都可以 That means
yes.
you can do anything is okay. Or,
Anything is okay.
Like if you give a vendor or someone an ultimatum where you ask them if I can do this or if I can do this and they say 都可以, that means anything is okay, right?
Anything is okay. And see, in English, you say anything is okay. You don't have the word all or both in it. But actually what you're saying is all of the things that I just mentioned
Right.
would be okay. So
Got it.
很多 here would be many. So you can use them in sentences like 很多朋友 many people, or 很多地方 many places.
Many places.
So if I say 很多地方都有 Wi-Fi,
So many places have Wi-Fi.
yes, 很多地方 many places 都有 have, but all of them have Wi-Fi. Or 很多朋友有车
Many friends are eating.
有车 is have cars.
Oh, 动车. So yes, many friends have cars.
Yes, if I want to say many friends are eating, I would say 很多朋友都在吃饭. They are eating.
Okay.
So that's 很多 and 都. And of course, there is another word that carries the meaning of many people or a large quantity of people. That'll be everyone. 大家.
大家.
Yes. Everyone literally would be 每个人. Everyone. Every 每个人 people. Every people. Everyone. But 大家 is used much more often. And it is used in daily conversation. And of course, when you say hello everyone, you say 大家好.
大家好.
Yes. And I think it's funny because 大家 is the word that concentrates on all of these people, whereas 每个人 concentrates on each individual. So when you're saying hi to all the people in the room, you're actually saying hi to, all the people instead of everyone.
Yeah.
So 大家好.
So 每个人 is
每个
more like
人
each person here.
Each person here.
Okay.
And 大家, so if I say 大家都知道,
都知道. So everyone knows.
everyone knows.
Okay.
So 大家都知道. 大家都说 Tony 很聪明.
So everyone says that. Did you say Tony? Tony. Everyone says Tony is smart.
Yay! See, everyone says Tony smart. See, that's how you do it.
Oh wow.
You need to throw in the 都 in it, even though in the English sentence you don't have 都 there.
Okay.
And another very fun way of using 都 is use 都 after the word every day. 每天.
每天.
Yes, 每天. So on top of saying everyone can do this, every place has this, you can also say every day I do this, or somebody does this every day. And you need to say, for example, 我每天都要上班.
上班 is work, right? So I work every day.
Exactly. So I 每天 every day 都要 have to. Actually, 我每天要 would be have to.
I have to work every day.
Yes, 上班 work. So I have to work every day. But 都 here you put right after 每天, meaning that all of the days that I just said, or all of the days every day, I have to work.
Okay.
So 都, that's 都.
都.
See, easy on the surface, but actually a little bit difficult than you think.
Yeah, I feel like if someone says it, I can understand it, but I'm not sure how well I can use it, if you know what I mean.
Just remember the sentences we give as examples. So 很多地方都有 Wi-Fi. Many places have Wi-Fi. Or 大家都说 Tony 很聪明. Everyone says Tony's smart.
Oh yeah, I'll remember that one.
And 我每天都要上班. I have to work every day. Yes.
老师每天都迟到. So this is a teacher
is late every day.
Is late every day.
That is not fortunate. That is not going to work. If teacher's late every day, then it doesn't work.
Okay.
Yes, so that's 都. And then part B said, 我没办法去啊，可能要加班到很晚.
So here I have no way to get there because probably I have to work very late.
Yes.
So 我没办法去.
对.
Okay, so here may is does this mean like every or all or
No, it means have no.
Okay.
Don't have anything.
没有, right.
没有,
okay, got
yes.
it. So 我没办法. So this is like a way to go.
Actually, 我 is I. 没办法 is have no means, have no ways.
No way. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. And then choose go.
Go.
So I have no way to go.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then 可能 means I can't. Maybe this is probably, right?
可能 is probably.
要 is would.
加班.
So 加班, is this work?
加班 is overwork or
overtime.
Work overtime.
Okay. So 加班到很晚. So 晚 is like evening or night or late, right?
Yes. So 很晚 is very late. 到 is until or till. So I would have to work very late.
可能 probably 要加班, so work overtime really late.
Really late, yes.
Okay.
And here 没办法 literally would mean there is no way. I have no way to do something. But it also is a very, let's say, polite way to say no to people.
Oh, okay. So this is
So
an
when
undercover
I say,
way of saying no. Huh?
Exactly. When I say 可能没办法, maybe I have no way. But of course you have a way. You have a lot of different ways to do something if you really want to do it. But that's the beauty of language. And also Chinese people are nice enough not to ask follow-up questions unless they're really, really close to you, like
Or
in
unless
the
they're a foreigner. And it's like, why not? Because we'll definitely ask.
Yeah.
为什么?
But what part A did was simply giving a, let's say, solution or suggestion. That is, 没关系，打车很安全.
So 没关系 is don't worry about it or it's okay. 打车很安全.
Yes, so 打车.
So 打车 is car.
Take a taxi. 打车 take a taxi.
Take a car or
take
take
a
a
car.
taxi.
Yes.
And then
很 is very.
很 is very and 安全 is safe.
Yes, 安全 is safe.
Okay, so it's very safe to just take a taxi.
Yes, and then part B said, 好的，我一忙完就过去.
So 好的 is okay. 我一忙完. So here 一 is one, and then 忙完 is I believe that's finish, right?
忙完 is finish being busy. But actually, well, literally, it's finish being busy. But here it actually means, or let's say in most occasions, 忙完 would mean that I finish what I'm doing. I finish my work.
Oh, so finish work.
Finish work.
So what other context can you use 忙完? Can you say I'm finished eating?
No, just finish work.
Oh,
Because
okay.
忙 is being busy.
Oh, right.
And in the Chinese context, you can't really be busy eating. It's just no.
Really?
No, you can't.
I don't know. I
that.
tell people that all the time. Sorry, I'm busy. I'm eating.
Yeah, you can say I'm busy, I'm eating, but you cannot say
hanmang.
when I finish eating as when I finish being busy. It does not work.
Okay.
Well, anyway, 忙完, you say things like 你忙完了吗? Are you busy right now? Are you finished? Or have you finished? Can I ask you something? Things like that.
忙完了吗?
忙完了吗?
Okay, this is useful, but I
Yes.
feel like you could only ask this in certain contexts, right? So again, going back to eating, if I wanted to ask someone, are you finished eating? Can I ask it in this way?
No.
So how would I ask
What's
it in that
with
way?
you and eating and busy? It doesn't make any sense to me. Just remember being busy, 忙, as working. It's solely related to working.
Okay. All right, I'll try to keep that in mind because to me, yeah. Okay.
And 过去 would be drop by or go over.
Okay, so 去 is go, 过 is
过去 is a colloquial way of saying go there, go over.
stop by, huh?
Stop by. And the fun part of this sentence is actually the sentence structure 一 and 就. 一 and 就 is more like once this is finished or this is concluded or this is happening, 就, and then something else is happening.
Oh, so once I'm finished working. So here we have 就. What is
就 is then, and then
then.
I'll go.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so you can say, once I finish my class, I'll go eating. See, with you and eating, you say, 我一下课就去吃饭.
Okay, so 我一
下课
下课
下课 is
就
finish school.
就
去吃饭.
去吃饭.
Yes, so 我一下课就去吃饭. Once I finish school, once I finish my lesson, then I'll immediately go to have lunch. Or 妈妈一到家就去做饭.
One more time.
妈妈一到家就去做饭.
一到家. I should know this. 一到家.
Once mommy is at home, she immediately go cooking. 到家 is arrive home.
到家. So
Arrive home. And 做饭 is
到了
make
吗
meal. 到了吗? Are you there? Are you arrived?
arrive, right?
Yes.
Okay. 到家 is arrive as well, right?
Arrive home.
Arrive home.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's 一 and 就. So you can use the word or the sentence structure 一 something something, 就 something something. That's
Oh, once.
once.
Once
Once
this
you do this,
happens.
another thing
Oh,
happens.
that's very useful.
Very useful. And another way of using 一 and 就 would be as long as this thing happened, another thing would happen immediately. It's kind of like a reason and a result, or an action that is closely related to another action. For example, if I say 他一上英语课就睡觉.
Oh, wow, you're going to have to say that again slower.
他一上英语课就睡觉. 他 is he. 一 we know E and 就 structure.
Right.
上英语课 take English lessons. 睡觉 sleep. So every time he's in English class, he
falls
sleeps.
asleep. Okay.
Yeah. So see, it also carries the meaning of every time something happens, another thing follows
Yeah,
suit.
that works too. Once
Right?
once this happens, then this happens.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or maybe we can say 一说到上班我就头疼.
头疼.
头疼 is
So a
headache.
headache. Okay, so once he starts working, he gets a headache. 明白.
Right? So that's once. So you can use it either as once this happened, immediately another thing follows, or once this happened, another thing will happen.
Wow, that's really useful.
That's the structure 一 and 就.
Okay.
So do you have any questions?
How do I say once I work out, I get tired.
我一健身就很累.
一健
身 workout or
健身
physical exercise.
Uh-huh.
健身我一健身就 is the 一 and 就
Right.
很累 very tired.
很累.
我一健身就很累.
Okay, so 我一健身 and then 就很累.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
我一健身就很累.
Okay, I need to practice a few more of those, but I think I got it.
You will get them. All right. So how about you start practicing the conversation first?
The long sentence. Okay. All right, let me try. 王山来参加我的生日聚会吧。很多朋友都会来。
我没办法去啊，可能要加班到很晚。
没关系，打车很安全。
那好吧，我一忙完就过去。
Ooh.
You're listening to Takeaway Chinese with myself, Niuniu and Tony. We would love to hear from you. Send us your thoughts by email to learnchinese@cri.com.cn. Coming up next, let's talk about a sense of safety, 安全感, and why we say sometimes in the Chinese language, we prefer a noun in the official writing system. Don't go away, so you will take some Chinese away. Welcome back to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niuniu, joined by Tony. So, I mentioned in the teasing part that actually a sense of something does not make a lot of sense in English, does it? Or you don't use it that often.
It means that you get a whiff or a small amount of some sentiment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because, for example, if I want to say in English, I feel safe. 我觉得很安全.
Yeah.
I feel safe. 我觉得很安全. But in Chinese, you kind of want to say 我很有安全感. I have a lot
have a safe
of
feeling?
Yes, I have a safe feeling, or I have a sense of safe. I feel safe. So see, I think it's a very interesting phenomenon, and I notice this when I do translating or interpreting. It's that you need to convert a nature of a word to another one. You need to change the verb into noun in certain cases and change them back in other cases.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. So Chinese people like to say, 我现在觉得很有安全感. Now I feel very safe.
So here, gan, is this kind of like a feeling?
Yes, 感 is 感觉 or 感知. It's awareness, feeling, sense of.
Okay. So can you put this at the end of some adjective like so I have a sense of, say, hunger. How would you say this?
我有饥饿感.
我有
饥饿感.
饥饿.
饥饿 is the official word of hungry.
Oh,
Hunger. 饥饿.
Okay.
我有饥饿感.
Okay. So that makes this I have a sense of hunger.
Yes. Isn't that fun? That's the thing you notice when you started to learn a different language. You realize that not only are the two languages have different writing system, pronunciations, and fundamentally, they prefer different mentality, and that is why they express things in different ways. And actually, 安全感, a sense of safety or just feeling safe, is a quite often discussed topic recently in the society, because nowadays more and more Chinese people started to, go out and travel abroad and see the world. But often they would, be warned not to go out, especially go out alone at night.
Yep, and don't go here. You might get in trouble or you might get shot.
Well, I should not be laughing, but the thing is, I think when I was a kid, I was told not to go out when it's dark. But gradually, people stopped saying that, even to their kids. If they have a destination and they have some company, it is fine. And as a woman, if you're walking on the street alone at nights, especially in megacities like Beijing or Shanghai, you will totally have the sense of safety. There's no way that you feel like, no, it's after 9 o'clock, I cannot go outside. We don't feel that anymore.
Well, that's an interesting perception. Like, I feel like it's still that way in the States. Like when it's nighttime, I mean, of course, people go out, but I think if you're a parent, you will always, warn your kids to be careful. I think it depends on the age too. I think as a woman,
true. But as a woman, even though you're an adult, it's still just like a tiny bit uncomfortable.
Of course. And I think your significant other or your family members will still say, be careful. Oh, and that's another word that I hear, and I want to make sure how I'm saying it right. How do you say be careful?
小心.
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 Oh, 小心.
Yeah, small heart.
小心.
Have a small heart.
Have a small heart.
It doesn't mean that. It doesn't
okay.
mean that. It's just be careful. Be careful.
Okay. Mandian. This is something I hear a lot of people say when you...
慢点 is also be careful, but it's also slow down.
Slow down.
Yeah,
okay. So
慢点.
for this situation, when we're talking about 安全感, we want to say 小心.
小心, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And since we are talking about a sense of something, a feeling of something, there are two other words that are closely associated with 安全感. That would be 幸福感. Do you know 幸福?
幸福.
幸福 is
Sounds
happiness.
familiar.
Happiness.
Happiness. Okay.
And 获得.
获得.
获得 is actually gain. It's like you work hard, you gain something.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So now people in China talk about 幸福感, 安全感, 获得感. It's, it's a pursuit of life. You want to be able to live in a safe society, not only in the means of its safe traffic or safe out there in dark time, but also safe as in you, of course, saving money would be a very nice way of living, but if you don't want to, you still have the safety net. You can still indulge a little bit, and you can still, not that easily put yourself in poverty.
Okay, right.
And also 幸福感 would be a sense of happiness, no matter if you're single or you have a significant other or you start a family already, you feel happy in your way. And 获得感 would be a sense of gain. So you're gaining something. You're working hard. You're gaining either money or reputation or satisfaction over the fact that you are working in the dream job, something that will make you happy. And all these three 感, three different sense or three different feelings are intertwined and closely related to each other.
So I want to ask you how to say something that's, and since we're talking about gain, no pain, no gain, I'm sure we hear that a lot, right? So how do you say that in Chinese?
没有付出就没有回报。
回报.
回报 is repay. So it's kind of like, no give, no receive.
No give, no receive.
So hopefully, with our hardworking and pure heart, we would have the sense of safety, 安全感, a sense of gain, 获得感, and a sense of happiness, 幸福感, all the time.
幸福感.
幸福感.
So 幸福感 is happiness, 获得感 is gain, and there was one more.
Safety.
安全感.
安全感, yes.
Got it.
That will be the takeaway of today's Takeaway Chinese.